Hi, I'm Terry Rose. I'm with the Robert Mayer Leadership Academy class of 2026, and I'm here today with Debbie Killey, the Municipal Sales Manager for Republic Services. So, Debbie, I know that you were in the Robert Mayer Leadership Academy. What class were you in?
I was in the class of 2019.
And then how big was your cohort?
Well, that's a good question. I think we were around 20.
Okay. And did you choose to participate in the Robert Mayer Leadership Academy, or was it suggested to you by those higher ups at Republic Services?
So, Republic Services has supported the Robert Mayer Leadership Academy for several years. So, when I started in January of 2018, I was told that the following year it would be a good idea for me to attend. I am a member of the community. I live in the community. So, to me, I was very excited because I've wanted to take this class before, and now I had an opportunity to. So, in the fall of 2018, I joined the class and was a part of that inaugural year for Rachel. Actually, it was her first year. So we
Wow.
were her guinea pigs, and we really enjoyed being with her. She's a great leader.
Agreed. Agreed. So, do you feel like your participation in the Leadership Academy made you a better leader? And if so, in what way?
So I think so. It always helps to be reminded. I've taken a lot of leadership classes. I have a master's in business, and there's a lot of organizational leadership classes you take when getting your master's. But I think, those reminders and little nuances and dealing with different personalities in a class. I was older at the time. I got my MBA when I was young. So, you have different perspectives, different experiences. And I also appreciate in the leadership classes how you have multi-generation, you have multi experiences. So you really learn a lot every time you're in a different leadership environment.
That's awesome. So, what would you say is your biggest takeaway from the whole experience?
Well, for me, I love meeting new people and just connecting and seeing what, people bring to the table, what things they've uh, it, I don't know, I have a lot of pausing here, but just I really enjoy meeting new people and learning about things that they've done in their careers and how they've gotten to where they are, and just developing myself, learning more about the type of leader I am. At this point, I am what I am, and I can make some modifications to my behavior, but I'm not going to change my core personality. And I enjoy just enhancing my strengths.
How did you feel about, visiting all the different organizations within the city of Huntington Beach? Did you know
I,
all about them before?
I had an idea, but I think, you meet different people in those different roles. So the folks I met that were on council are no longer on council, but I got, a good opportunity to see what they did and what their perspectives are in council. And that's helped me going forward in my role. My role is to have relationships with council and city staff. So, just understanding the different personalities that come into council, what their objectives are, that's from the council perspective, what fire does, what police do. Small businesses, the larger businesses, everybody has a role to play in our community. And I really enjoyed getting to know that. And I stay involved because I want to continue to meet the new folks that are in those roles, and how can Debbie as a resident and Debbie as a business provider, how can I support those different entities?
So, Debbie, who would you recommend joining a future Robert Mayer Leadership Academy cohort?
I think it's beneficial for everyone, especially if you are a part of our community. I think residents would get a good value out of it. I think business is absolutely. It's how you connect, it's how you know what's going on. To me, I don't like when people say they. I want to know who the they are, because if they are making a decision, what's the logic behind it? What's the why? And if you can understand that, then you can work with people and understand how you can get, a solution to a problem you may have, or maybe enhance something that you're working on. And I think that's the biggest value of it, is learning the theys. So that way you can put a face to a name and we can have a stronger community because we know who to go to if we've got a question.
Well, and I'm really fortunate because Eric Burke from Republic Services is part of my cohort, and he's just a blessing to be around. So
Yes. So Republic Services, we try to always send someone every year. And so Eric is the 2026 graduate, and he is getting a lot out of it. He's really enjoying the class. He's excited. So that's the kind of folks that we want in that cohort. It's the kind of folks that we want working at Republic Services as well.
that's great. Is there anything else that you can think of that you would like to add to this interview?
I think with the folks that maybe are alumni, I find that alumni don't always show up to the monthly happy hours and the get to know you opportunities. And I think that once you graduate as an alumni, you should absolutely make an effort to try to meet the new cohort and just connect back with your own or previous years because it's an evolving community of people. And I think that's important for us to keep that going forward.
Well, I really appreciate the fact that you took the time today to meet with me, and I look forward to seeing you at the next happy hour.
Sounds good. Thank you, Terry, for taking the time to meet with me.
Thank you.